Okay, real quick, here's an alternative method to the deformer tools. Basically, what I'm going to show you is a way to give you a little more control for creating interactions with ropes and chains and things where you want to have characters actually manipulating a little bit more. So basically what we're going to do is for demonstration purposes, we have a cylinder in front of you, something right about here, and we're going to take joints and you lay them in the center of the cylinder. Each one of the pivot points coincides with a section of the polygon, just so that the bend happens there and you don't get any weird interactions happening. So really quickly, or quicker than I have been going, we're going to select the cylinder, then you're going to select the joint chain, and we're going to go to Skin, Bind to Skin, Smooth Bind, and then just open up the properties, ensure that you are on the default values, and press Bind. And if we've done our job correctly, hopefully, they are now connected. So now the next step for us is to go up to Create, CV Curve Tool. We want to ensure that we have the default values, which we do. And then holding down the V key, we're going to create a curve. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create two control points. So 2 control points and 2 endpoints. So holding down the V key, we're going to start at the root. We're going to create a control point somewhere there. Doesn't really matter. Another one right there, and then the end at the end of the joint chain. And then you hit Return, and there's our curve. So basically, what we've done is we've created a curve with 2 control points, or 2 sections in the center. Deselect that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the outliner. In this case, it's off on the side. Holding down the Shift key, select the star and the plus sign, excuse me, to explode the joint chain. And then what you're going to do is you're going to open up the skeleton, IK Spline Handle Tool, and then the preferences. And I'm assuming you have the default values up, so you want to deselect everything except root on curve and the root twist mode. Everything else should be deselected or grayed out. We also want to keep it as linear, the twist type. Okay, once you've done that, once you ensure you have that, we want to select the root joint and the end joint. Now, before you do that, keeping in mind how to explain this. On the Mac, it's Command Select. PC, it's Control Select. But so when I say Command, if you're on the PC, just use Control instead. So in this case, you Command Select the root joint, then you go to hold the Command key down and select the end joint, and then still holding the Command key, select the curve. And now that will apply an IK handle to the curve, and it'll affect the joints. And if we have done our job correctly, we ought to be able to, oops, let's just turn that off so you can't see that. Turn that off, and there's our curve. Now, basically, if you hit F8, and we zoom in a little bit, those are the 2 control points that we've created. I'm going to turn that back on for you. Hit F5 so that's, and then what I just did is I shaded it, and then I put it in X-ray mode so you can actually see the curve. What this does for you is it does the same thing as the smooth bind, the linear deform tool, non-linear deform, but it gives you these control points so that now you have much more control over the shapes that you can create. It can do a lot more. Plus, you can take each one of these control points that we've selected, assign it to your character set so that while you're working, it's basically they're animatable so that you can have your characters interact with this. So my character can pick up a chain, and the chain can actually be manipulated by the character. So that's real quick. Hope that's helpful, and I'm out of here.